Hey everyone, welcome back to Lumpy Student. Today I'm here with a brand new video for you guys. I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite moments in One Calls the Heart Season 8. This is very exciting. I promised I would be able to do at least one more podcast on this. I'm hoping to do more. I'm hoping my mom can join me for a ranking of the episodes. But I just wanted to give my top 10 favorite moments of One Calls the Heart Season 8. So let's go ahead and get into them. So one thing I did like about this new season of When Calls the Heart was all the new romances, apart from the love triangle, which uh, that's gonna be my number one problem, or actually maybe number three, because Elizabeth's my number one problem. But new romances, we have a lot of new romances this season. We have, for instance, we have Molly and Bill. We have Florence and Ned, aka FloYo. We have Fiona and Hickam. I do not know their ship name, but those are three. And, in the future there might be a possibility for more, but I did like that this season they used all the characters a little bit more and they made them match up with different people. And I thought that was really cool. Molly and Bill, unlikely, but I think they will work good together. Florence and Ned, perfect for each other. Very sweet. And, Fiona and Hickam, kind of awkward, but I think overall, really cute couples. So I really did like the new romances this season. So one thing I found weird about this season and something I did not particularly enjoy was the storyline pacing, especially at the beginning of the season. So yeah, I just had to struggle with it because the season started out okay, and then for those first few episodes and certain episodes in between, it really just showed weak writing. The storylines weren't as interesting. The love triangle dominated everything. Things like Rachel were as interesting, which I'll talk about that later on. But yeah, I just thought the pacing was weird. I mean, I thought there were good additions to the story, but overall, I didn't see as much chemistry. There were as funny lines, I guess, and maybe I'm being too picky, but it just showed weak writing and I don't know, the stories being paced out kind of weird scenes involved. I don't know, there were just weird parts of this season, specifically in those first six episodes or five episodes mainly, that just was just weird writing. Comment down below what you think of that. I think we can all agree that Rachel and Christopher were great highlights for the new season. I think that Rachel brought up a parenting struggle for Lee and Rosemary, which I really did like, and plus having a different, a different attitude kind of, and a new personality, because I did like Rachel's personality. At first I was kind of weirded out by it just because of Susanna and how she was acting when she was in it for that episode, but once she was gone, Rachel really became her own character, and I really liked that she had a passion in designing. I really liked her relationship with Christopher too, and what I liked about Christopher was that it opened up more of Henry's backstory, and also it made us like Henry, feel proud for him, feel good for him, because Henry struggled with a lot. He's been through a lot over the course of, just these few, the whole series. So seeing Henry be proud and seeing more of Henry's backstory is great. As far as Rachel and Christopher go, perfect chemistry, I gotta say. Probably some of the best chemistry of the season. I'm glad that they're hopefully moving on a better path now. Maybe they'll come back at some point, but it was really cool seeing their flirtation, very playful vibe there, and I really did enjoy that about the romance. So new location. Okay, so one of my least favorite parts about the season was that there is not enough Rosalie, whatever their name is, Rosemary and Lee. I don't know why there wasn't as much. I think I was just disappointed. I felt like they were underused. I felt like there was so much more potential they could do with their characters to make them more funny. Sure, there was funny moments between them, and I get that they were trying to figure out their calling, and that was the point of their storyline. But did it really take them a whole season to figure that out? I mean, sure, but still, I felt like they were underused. And technically, because they're on the main cast, they didn't get as much screen time as I would like to. Sure, Lee got some backstory, Rosemary got some backstory, but still not enough to show how much that we do love these two characters and them together. Hopefully, season 9 we might see some adoption. maybe, or, pregnancy. I think Rosemary being pregnant would be awesome. I've heard people say that. We gotta see it. Hopefully, next season we'll get more of these two because I really do like their characters. Okay, coming up for another favorite moment in season 8 is the Canfields. I think that we got a lot of good storylines with them. While I didn't feel like maybe like Angela or the Sun Cooper maybe had like enough time to shine, I still felt like the actor and actress for the children did a really good job seeing different layers of Minnie's character, like harsh, overprotective, and then like a sweet side to her was really cool. And Joseph, I mean, he was probably one of my favorite characters of the season because he brought religion, he brought faith back to Hope Valley, he brought the presence of God back to Hope Valley. Great pastor. I'm excited to see him do more of that in the future. I think I would want some more backstory with that, but I think that all of them really changed. I mean, I thought again, great family diversity was really good. I'm surprised that they did that, and I think it really worked out good for the show. So yeah, I really did like that. Great addition. I'm excited to see them more in the future. Yeah, really like them. So, least favorite, this whole Mr. Landis school storyline was really strange, I gotta say. Like, I did not understand why they had to do it, bring it in. I mean, I think he's appeared in the past, but overall, a weird addition, I gotta say. I mean, I understand, like, Elizabeth had to get the credentials to teach Angela how to read Braille because Elizabeth doesn't know how to read Braille. Her and Angela are learning as they go, and while that's sweet and all, she has to have the credentials. I understand that. But this Mr. Landis guy made things way more complicated. Why are they inserting this story now into season 8? Kids are hardly even in it because of COVID. I know they can't help that, but it just doesn't. It doesn't work right now, and that's just a storyline that was I could just wanted to skip it. I mean, I don't know. Season 9, we might actually see more with that, but hopefully it's over because I cannot see this guy anymore. He's so creepy. So, another thing I like this season were the Abigail's Cafe mentions. It mentions to Abigail overall, I gotta say. I think that Abigail's Cafe got some attention because of showing the sign a little bit more often, and I think it just shows that it's not Abigail's Cafe without Abigail. I think that we just have to accept that she's gone. Lori Laughlin made a mistake, and I think that I'm not going to talk about that much on here, but I think it was nice. I think it coming from Henry's perspective was interesting because Henry and Abigail they had a special relationship, and she always wanted to see the best in him, and that's why Henry improved over time. If Abigail wasn't there, Henry would have become a worse person. I gotta say. So him bringing her up was really nice, and Bill mentioning Abigail. I think season 9 there's been speculation. What if Henry brings Abigail and maybe Cody back with him, but at least Abigail? Possibility, but I still don't think that they would bring her back in the same capacity. But I still think we need to see more of it. And again, the mentions to Abigail's Cafe really show that the town needs Abigail involved in it. So I really did enjoy that. I think I speak for everyone when I say I'm super glad that this love triangle between Elizabeth, Lucas, and Nathan is finally over. It's been happening since mid season 6. It's over. It's over. Me and my mom discussed our feelings about it, and you know what? I'm not as mad as I thought it would be. Sure, Nathan had all this buildup. His character was super interesting this season. I think he deserved a happy ending. Spoilers beyond this point, Elizabeth chose Lucas. Sure, I'm upset, but like I said, I'm not nearly as upset as I thought I would be when it turns out that she chose Lucas. I think Lucas and her, they had a connection. He saw the best in her. He didn't have anything in the way of that. Elizabeth saw Jack and Nathan, and that's what drew her to him. I think sure Nathan got the end of the stick, like the bad part of the stick at the end, but I'm not as mad as I thought it would be. But unfortunately, what I'll talk about is my least favorite part of the season is the direction that they took Elizabeth's character in. come on, you can't possibly not say that FloYo was the best part of the season. Come on. I know I already had to touch on them in the new romances, but this one was special. So meaningful. Probably the best wedding that we got in When Calls the Heart. Sure, it was fast paced. Sure, they got married 3 episodes after they got engaged, but it was fine for Ned and Florence. Look at them. They're two single people that have been in this town for 8 years. They deserve to be happy. They're the cutest thing, honestly. I think that Ned needed someone, Florence needs someone. They both need some screen time. I think that they both got what they wanted. Again, very sweet romance. The wedding was really well done. Again, probably the best wedding that we even got. I mean, probably over Elizabeth and Jack. I think that it was really cool. It was really cool to see these two get together. I mean, sure, there might have been little hints at the weddings of them dancing together, but it really came full circle by the end. Yeah, I did really love FloYo. The most frustrating part about the season has to go to Carson and Faith. Come on. Very confused about the direction that their relationship took. Started out good. I mean, with the whole him singing that song to her with his guitar, him giving her the medical bag, but it quickly went downhill when he got that offer. You know, I just had a frustration with that. It went back and forth, and mainly it was Faith. Faith went back and forth. Poor Carson. Like, he got this opportunity, and Faith, sure, it affects their relationship. They've been together for a few years, but she was controlling it. It was not, it just didn't work out for their characters. I expected way better from that. Yeah, it pretty much went back and forth. One episode, she wanted him to go. She was mad at him for taking it. And then she was mad at him for deciding to stay. It's just super weird, and now Carson's gone, so I don't know, just upsetting. I have one more least favorite moment to talk about. I know there's more least favorite than favorite in this video, but Elizabeth. You know, this whole season has been tough for us to like Elizabeth, and it is because she's involved in a love triangle, and she is the one who's supposed to make a decision between these two men, not the other way around. So, and the thing is that the other two men became more controlling in the season because Elizabeth was not making any decision. She was playing these two men along. I think that's the best way to say it. So, and it made us not like her even more, especially when she lashed out at Rosemary and was mean to Rosemary. I just did not. It wasn't good. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too hard on it because I think we were supposed to not like her because she was going through such this tough time, and I get it, grief over Jack. I get that, but still, it was her character was so unlikable this season. So, yeah. Comment down below. What did you think of this? What do you think of all of these? Did you like or hate Elizabeth? Are you happy with the choice? So yeah. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching my studio. Like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications to see your next video. Thanks for watching, and bye.